I ever kissed my ex who had the toothbrush. If you're lucky enough to have not seen the toothbrush, go watch the video. The worst part of this story is not the toothbrush. It's actually another story about people like mistreating small animals. Like, content warning if you don't want to see that kind of thing. So this was the spring of when I was in 12th grade, and I met this person online, literally on Tumblr. They lived like an hour away from me. They were also in 12th grade, and we like got along really well, so we were like dating. But we didn't meet each other until June. So I drove like an hour to go visit him. When I got there, it was like totally normal. Like, his parents were really nice, and like he was really nice. He looked like exactly what his pictures looked like. He was like a little quiet. We went upstairs, I dropped my stuff off in his room, and then we went out to dinner with his parents. So we came back, and then we were like just hanging out in his room together. We were like on his bed together and stuff. He was kind of like staying a little bit away from me. So I was eventually like, do you want to kiss? Or like we can. And they were like, this is really embarrassing, but I've actually never kissed anyone before. And like, at this point, they were literally 18. They're an Aquarius, by the way. They were like, at this point, like, I'm too embarrassed to even try. I'm not gonna be able to do it, like, I don't know how. And I was like, that's totally fine, like, don't even worry about it. And then by that time it was almost midnight, which is the time that his mom said that I have to like go downstairs to the guest room. But before I did that, I went into the upstairs bathroom to brush my teeth. And that's when I saw the toothbrush. So like, I slept there, and then I got up, I started eating breakfast with his parents. We were like outside on the back porch. On the porch there was this little cage that's like for a little animal, and I was like, oh, what lives in there? His mom was like, well, it's a hamster cage, but that he had gotten the hamsters the previous fall, and then because he didn't like how the cage smelled, he put the cage outside. But then he just like didn't want to take care of them, so he stopped giving them food and water and left the cage outside on the porch the entire winter, so they like also froze. And like, no one had ever done anything with the cage, like it was still sitting there. His mom was trying to be like really casual about it. She was like, oh, I just figured they're not alive anymore. So they were still in there. So I decided to drive home like immediately. The person like didn't even wake up by the time I left. And then I sent a text like, I'm breaking up with you.